Hey guys, so I have been in Bali for 1 month and I met 3 young guys who earn their money online. Florian from Switzerland, Jaydon from New Zealand and Sezer from France. I asked them why they are in Bali, how they earn their money and advice for upcoming nomads. My name is Vares, let's go. Hey guys, I just met Florian here.
Hi guys.
He's from Switzerland and we are still at Tribal. What do you do here for work, Florian?
I just finished my bachelor degree in media engineering, which is about web development, like website, digital marketing, e-commerce. And we heard a lot about UI and UX too, which is really well known in 2023. And now I'm a freelancer, so I work for a company and help them with e-commerce, digital marketing, and aside that, I'm doing a lot of photography and videography.
So you have your bachelor in e-commerce. Is it more a business bachelor or what?
It's between computer science and management.
Oh, okay. And also UI, what was it?
UI is user interface and UX user experience. When you create a website or a web application or an application, before to create it, you have some designer who makes the interface. So you have to think about how the people will use the interface, how to improve it, and that's UI, UX, user experience. And when you create the visual aspect, it's user interface.
Oh, okay. Are you currently working remotely or how do you earn your money?
I work in Switzerland, I live in Switzerland, but now I came here 2 months to try to work for Swiss clients remotely. But I don't work for a company, I work for myself, just from Bali.
So would you say you are already digital nomad?
Kind of, because I can travel and work, but I still want to stay in Switzerland some months during the year.
So Switzerland is your base?
Yeah, I feel more comfortable to know that I have my home in Switzerland and I can travel and work.
Why did you come to Bali and is it your first time here in Bali?
No, it's my 6th time.
6th time?
Yeah, that's why I go to Bali because I feel like home here.
Oh, okay.
So I know I have 1 or 2 friends, but in the north, in Munduk, I like the place, even if now it's really known as for a place for digital nomad. The first time I went here was in 2012, so a long time ago, and I just like the place. Even if now it's crowded, I felt like in peace here.
Why? What's special here in Bali?
I like the spirituality here, how the people are with, not strangers, but people from abroad. They are so nice, and I don't know, just maybe because it's an island, maybe because it's Hinduism, maybe because it's an open destination, all that stuff, I just felt home.
How is it with the expats, with like the foreigners, people who also come from different countries?
You mean in Bali, my experience?
Yeah.
I have not a big experience because that's the first time I come by myself in solo. Before I came with my family, I mostly met local people or staying with my family. But now, because it's my first time traveling by solo, I came, for example, in Tribal. I have been in Puri Garden in Ubud, in a hostel to meet some people. So I think it's great. It's not as easy as I thought because you really have to go to people. Like you came to me, you have to go to people to talk. But it's okay. It's great to meet international people.
Are there a lot of digital nomads here in Bali?
In Tribal, you mean in Bali?
Yeah, what's your experience with it? I mean, you already were 6 times here?
Yeah, that's the first time I come as a digital nomad here. It's hard to tell, but I feel it's best here in Canggu than it's Ubud if it's for work. And in Tribal, it's the perfect space because you come to a place and you see everybody who is working on their project, so you are motivated to at least work in the morning. So I think it's a great place where everything is well done to help you to be digital nomad. In Ubud, I was not in a co-working space, so you feel that people are in holidays, but I was not only in holiday, I had to work, so it was hard. Here people are working, so it helps me to focus in the morning.
What do you like about Bali compared to Switzerland?
What I like? It's easy. I don't have to work 40 hours a week if I want to live decently here. If I want to live decently in Switzerland, I have to try out. It's just, I want my life to feel lightly, you know? Maybe if I can work 25 hours a week, it's great. In Switzerland, I feel that everyone is at their job and they have their own life. And I just wanted more, you know? I want to discover some places, I want to meet some international people and to be with people maybe with the same mindset. And I think that in Bali, okay, there are people with different mindset, but I'm sure there are some who have the same than me. Open mind for travel, traveling, for meeting people, and also in the work, maybe they are more in the entrepreneurship, they are freelancer like me, or they have their own company, so maybe it's more creative, you know.
Oh, okay.
Your creativity is always stimulated, and you are maybe pushed by the other.
Can you talk about your earnings?
At the beginning, because I worked aside my study, but I have finished really my study 1.5 months ago. For example, last month I worked 3 weeks hardly to push one formation. I helped one of my clients to sell his digital online formation, which is about spiritual and personal growth. And there is one launch for 1 year, and it was last month, and I earned like 5,000.
Oh, okay, that's very good.
Yeah, because I earn 10%. I like to be paid by commission. If I do good work, and if I do bad work, I'm not paying, you know. So 5,000. And this month I have to do some website. Maybe, I don't know, 4,000. It depends. And maybe the next month it can be 1,000.
Okay, because of freelancing, it's always...
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, you can earn 4,000, it's great. Okay, but I don't know if I will have 1 or 2 more websites to do next month. It's hard, but now I would say maybe 4,000 or 5,000.
And where do you get your client from? Is it word by word, or is it on maybe on
word
platforms?
by word. I have some company doing for many years now, and for the website it's word by word because people have seen what I did in the past, and they want me to do their website or to creating some videos. For example, now this morning I was editing some video. Tomorrow I have to work on the website. After e-commerce, a lot of stuff.
Great. How do you see your future? Are you always going back to Switzerland and then to Bali, Switzerland, Bali?
I don't like to think too much about future because, to be honest, it's scary. I don't know for you, but for me it's a little bit scary.
No, I mean not your complete future plans. Maybe like, are you going to continue living this lifestyle for long term?
I don't know yet. I will try to alternate between Switzerland and, for example, Bali or other places. In December I will be in Sri Lanka, in April in Philippines. So I don't know if it works, my freelance activity, I will continue to do this. But if I don't know, it's in 6 months I meet a girl. And maybe I don't want to go away. It's hard to know. But I want to try, yeah. But to be based in Switzerland and to move.
Thank you very much, Florian. And can you mention your Instagram name?
My Instagram, because I'm a Swiss photographer and videographer, is florianquadri, if you want. Bye.
Yeah, I just met Jaydon, and you are from
New Zealand.
For how long are you now here in Bali?
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
Would you call yourself a digital nomad?
Yeah, I don't really like that term, but it doesn't sound cool, but that is literally what I'm doing, yeah.
So are you editing videos, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just doing freelance video editing.
Can you talk about how much you earn monthly with video editing?
Probably like 4,000 or 5,000 US.
Are your clients most companies or influencer, YouTuber?
Yeah, like just kind of businesses, you know. Some of them big and some small. Like one guy hasn't really launched yet. He's trying to do a Kickstarter.
Oh, okay.
And some of them are like pretty established businesses, but all just wanting to post stuff on social media, really.
And how much do you charge?
40 or 50 an hour US.
And which platforms do you use to sell?
Like Upwork's the best one, but I have a listing on Fiverr, and one guy came through my other website as well, and he came through there, and then one's a few referrals.
Okay, so you also have your own website?
Yeah, just to make me look more official, you know, on those, because there's a lot of shitty freelancers.
For how long are you now editing and doing this freelancing?
Just like started when I came to Bali, so 3 months ago.
Oh, okay. And
yeah, I'm pretty fresh.
And before, did you had a job or?
Yeah, I had a full-time job in Australia, bro. Nothing to do with videos.
When did your mind switch came and you decided to go to Bali and start your freelancing business?
A long time ago, probably at the end of last year, but I just like didn't have enough money to like come because, you know, I wouldn't have clients straight away, so I just had to save up some for the first half of the year in Australia.
Are you going to stay long term here in Bali, or do you plan to go back to New Zealand?
Not really. Like I'm going to New Zealand to visit my family, you know, Christmas and stuff, but no, I'm going to keep coming back.
You're hanging out here in Canggu most of the time?
Yeah. Sometimes Uluwatu, but it's harder to work for.
What do you like most here in Bali? What's special here? Did you travel elsewhere before?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I came here and I actually was like planning to go to Thailand and some other places, but I don't know, Bali's just sick, man. Also out of Asia and like the cheap places you can live around Asia, this is like the spot where you can surf, and it's also perfectly set up for working. There's so many great spots to work, you know, like here.
So you came to travel and decided to stay here in Bali?
Yeah, I was thinking to spend more time in Thailand, but nah, bro, Bali's been great.
Yeah, there's also a lot of digital nomads. Why
Yeah,
do you still would like
sure.
to stay here in Bali and not go to Thailand?
You can't really surf in Thailand.
What do you plan for your future? Are you going to continue living this lifestyle long term or?
Yeah, bro. So me and the boys have a YouTube channel as well.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I'm doing freelance editing so that I can travel to make our videos. We need to go to some different places around the world,
okay,
you know,
okay.
and if I had a different type of job where I had to be in a location, then I wouldn't really be able to travel and make our own. So
Which software are you using? Premiere Pro?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
a little bit of After Effects. I just started learning that because one client wanted some animations, so I was like, yeah, I can do animations. No worries. Downloaded it.
Jaydon, thank you very much for the interview. Nice to meet you,
privilege.
man. Okay, guys, I'm here at the co-working space Outpost in Canggu, and I just met
Sezer.
from France. What do you do here for work?
I'm here. I have a development agency. I work with agencies and I implement some custom AI solutions for them.
Oh, okay. What do you do exactly? You helping them with using AI or?
Yeah, it's exactly this. Like companies, regular companies, they don't know much about AI. They don't know much about training models, for instance. If you have a design agency, for instance, they can leverage AI, but most of the time they don't have the people internally to develop that kind of stuff. So I help them implement or even sometimes create some models for them so that they can use it in their company.
Did you work in France in this kind of industry like tech?
No, actually not. No, I was in France, I was in the business school in France this year. And maybe some people would know it's HEC Paris. And I just dropped out from the school this year.
Oh, okay.
I was there and I was there for 1 year. I didn't quite like it. And this summer I started my company, was working, so I decided I would come here to Bali, right?
So you just came this year to Bali?
I arrived like 1 month and a half ago. Like,
And is it your first time in Bali?
yeah, first time in Bali, first time in Bali.
And why did you chose Bali? What did you hear about Bali?
The day I got the confirmation that I could leave my school, I talked to a girl that I met in a nightclub in Paris. I met her there. I talked to her. She was like a copywriting freelance, right?
Oh, okay.
So I got interested. I was like, yeah, give me your LinkedIn. Let's talk later. And she told me, yeah, I'm going in Bali in October. I was like, wow, Bali, why? She told me, yeah, there you have a lot of entrepreneurs. You can meet a lot of people. And I was like, that's exactly what I need. At that moment, I was like, I could go there. I was like, either I stay in France in my shitty room with a shitty tax, with shitty weather, or I could go to Bali and live an adventure, meet people, meet other business owners, and develop the company like this, while being in a beautiful place with surf and all the stuff you know about Bali, right?
So you came here and you already was on this pathway.
Yeah.
I mean, you studied at the business school before, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Is
But
it most known business school or?
it's the best business school of France, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
And I thought by going in this business school that I would learn everything about business. I love business, I know. I was like, okay, if you want to do business, you go in the best business school, right? I went there, but you understand that these schools are more finance and consulting schools, right? Because in finance and consulting, you have to know very technical skills. And without these skills, you can't go and work at JP Morgan without knowing how to do, like, I don't know, valuation analysis. But if you create a company, basically you have to learn the skill of what you do. These days you can learn it multiple ways. And you got to find clients. Finding clients is just speaking to people, contacting people, creating content, finding people, that's it. And people don't care if you have a degree on the skill you're providing. At the end of the day, as long as I provide good AI for my clients, it works. If I don't, they don't care if I have a degree in AI or not, right? So that's why I did this.
Okay, so you didn't finish it, you just decided,
No,
I don't
no.
want to finish it,
Exactly.
I quit and I want to start now my...
Man, business school in a lot of places in the world, it's just a place where you party and you meet, because it's important, you party and you make contacts. Because these people are gonna work maybe in government, maybe in finance, in high positions. And you're like, okay, they make it in a way that you can party all the time, so you make good friends.
So this business school, is it a private business school where you have to pay?
Yeah, of course, you have to pay.
Can you talk about how much you paid?
I was there 1 year, but the fees are 20K a year. 20,000.
Oh, okay.
And so I did a student loan to finance it. But the problem is that the second semester I went in Korea for exchange. And there I spent a lot of money, right?
Okay.
So my student loan was $65,000 euros, and now I have like 10,000.
Oh, okay.
But most people that I talked to in France were like, "You're in shit. You don't have money left, and you're leaving the school. What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "It's the best situation ever." Because when you need to make money, you're like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it." You're not here in Bali surfing. You can, but you have to come here and work, right?
That's the thing. If you have this pressure, you
Exactly,
are going
exactly.
to do more things.
You pay because the return on investment is good, because let's say you pay for that and after you end up in corporate finance,
Yeah.
50K is nothing. You're gonna make 100K very fast in corporate finance.
Yeah,
but the thing is that I don't want to do that kind of jobs.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I wouldn't say people don't go to school. No, if you want to go at Goldman Sachs and do private equity, you have to do this. That's it. But if you want to create your company, the stupidest move is to go in business school. It's not relevant.
Is it also on the school that the things you learn there is not so good? It's more the people you get to know.
Exactly. You gotta get in. When you're in the school, you prove that you're smart enough to go in the school. And so you're with smart people. Sometimes, generally they are smart, but some people are not, right? That's why you can say, oh, this guy did Harvard, he's smart. No, in general, people from Harvard, you know they're kind of smart, but it's a test. It's kind of like an IQ test in order to filter. And when you're in this school, you meet people, you make very strong connections. And as you said, if you create a startup, if you want to raise money for your startup, it's likely that one of your friends works in venture capital funds.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna be able to raise money because you know these people. But we're here in Bali right now, right? And in Bali, everybody is very open. They don't care if you did this school or not this school. It's just your story. If people find your story interesting, you're gonna connect with a lot of people in Bali. And the connections that you do in Bali is with people that already do stuff. So now, I may have met a couple of people that may become clients here in Bali, in this very place. And so meeting these people, they teach you stuff, and you can very develop like this. It's just another path. Yeah, I would say it's something like this. You don't need to be in school, but it depends on what you do.
Are you already earning money online? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you talk about how much you earn?
The issue is that my company, I started it this summer, and most of the money I make from this company, I have to reinvest it in the company.
Okay, reinvest.
Because some projects are very complicated. I have to outsource to freelance, very technical freelance. They cost a lot, and you want to grow, so you invest in marketing and stuff. So myself, I'm giving me 2,000 or 2,005 every month.
Okay.
Because in Bali, if you have 2,000, you live like a king.
Yeah.
You live like a king. And so that's what I make. But I hope in 2 or 3 years I will be able to cash out 10K or 15K.
Is your plan to stay here in Bali and live long term here?
No, I came here without knowing how long I would stay. It's very cool, but I think after that I might move somewhere else, because here you find a lot of people making 4, 10, even 20K, but finding people that makes millions is complicated, because when you make 10K in Bali, you're a king. You're the fucking king. You can do whatever you want. When you're in Dubai, for instance, there's so many people making so much more money, and it's so expensive that even when you make 10 or 20K, you're like, okay, I need to work more. So I think if I arrive at a point where I'm like, okay, it's complicated to go to the next step, I might move somewhere else.
What's different compared to France?
Oh shit.
Did you travel elsewhere before?
Yeah, I went to Korea, I went to Thailand, Japan. I'm also from Turkey, so
okay.
I went a couple of times in Turkey. But man, you can't compare. France, you have a lot of tax. Okay, let's say with my business I make $1 million in profit. I paid everybody. I made $1 million in profit, let's say. In my pocket at the end of the day will remain $3,000 euros. So the state will take more than 70%. So much, so hard. And life is expensive, so expensive. If you want to do stuff in France, you have to be in Paris. Paris is so fucking expensive. I don't know, in Paris, you pay 1,000 euros to have like a decent accommodation. Here for 1,000 euros, you can have a villa with pool and never cook anymore. You can go to a restaurant, it's not that expensive. People do your laundry, people clean your room. You don't have nothing to do. You can focus on your work and live your life. It's crazy, man, you see.
How does your average working day look like?
There's no average working day. If I wake up early in the morning, it's useless, because in Europe it's in the middle of the night. So I try to work at 12, but after I try to work till midnight. But you know, sometimes you go out. So some days I work 5 hours. But if I work 5 hours, the next day I'll have to work more. And sometimes you have surfing hours. So it changes a lot, and it may be something problematic. Because if you want to have good habits, it's complicated, man. Because we're in Canggu. Canggu, you can go out every fucking night. It will be like weekend every time. So if you have friends that every time call you to go out. It's complicated. But if you want to have a very strict lifestyle, you may want to go to Ubud or Uluwatu. Here you work as it comes.
If we talk about becoming digital nomad, good to come here and connect with people, and from here you will find something how you can earn your money.
I would say that I wouldn't recommend to a guy that is in school, drop everything out and be like, okay, I go to Bali, I will figure out. Because in Bali, you have a lot of people that don't make money. You have a lot of people that comes for 2 months, they're like, yeah, I have business, but they don't really make money. And after 2 months, they disappear, you don't see them. A lot of people like this. I would say if you're in school, you should create a business. It's very not hard. Don't even start to learn the skill. Just try to find customers for specific service or for a problem. Try to find out if people need this. Try to find 3 customers, 3 clients. And when you're like, okay, I can find clients, I can do something, you can consider going in Thailand, in Bali or stuff after that to step up. If you decide you will drop out and stay in your room and do your business from your room, you're gonna be much slower, because sometimes you have conversation with people and they teach you a lot of stuff that you would have figured out in years. So you have to talk to people to understand. Start your company, try to make it a little bit work, and when you have a little bit of success, drop everything out. You're gonna be safe in Bali. Everything is cheap. You're not gonna spend a lot of money. You're gonna be surrounded by like-minded people, and you're gonna see if you're like this. It's not like you do it and you have to stay digital nomad all your life. If you don't like it, you can go home. You know, that's it. Just try.
Connecting here with people, is it easy?
Yeah, it's very easy, because people are here to meet people, right?
Oh.
They come here because they know that people here are open. They know that when I arrived, I knew nobody. I was alone. In 5-6 days, you start making so much new connections with people. You don't have to be afraid. Even if you're more introvert and you don't like talking to people will come and talk to you.
Which people did you met here in Bali? What are they doing here in Bali?
Everybody's so different, man. You see people that work from remote, people that work for regular companies, and they decide they would work from Bali. You find freelance, you find people that start their business, and people that have a business. I've met artists, painters, I've met every kind of person, and I think it's good, because if you stay in Europe, if you go to co-working and to networking events, you're gonna meet other entrepreneurs. Here in Bali, you can find a yoga teacher, you can find every kind of person, and it's cool to see other person, right? And I think it's the best thing to do, like you meet everybody here.
Oh, okay.
And that's very good.
All right, thank you very much, Sezer.
No
Nice
problem.
to meet you, man, and
No
thank
problem.
you for your time.
Yeah.